Hi, today is Fact Tuesday and News Tuesday on the Amber Show. So I have lots of information for you today and not mainstream information. So this is information you probably have not heard about or will hear about today or anytime in the news. Okay, so first off, let's talk about if I hadn't done it, I would have ruined my entire life. That means what Caitlyn has said. That's Caitlyn's statement, Caitlyn Jenner, and she said she would have ruined her entire life. That's a really deep statement. At 65 years old, this man decided to not lie anymore and just be honest. So, do you know how many people have secrets? We all have secrets that you could never be able to let out or expose yourself in such of a vulnerable way. It's fantastic. Caitlyn Jenner decided to live and get rid of any type of struggles and just did it for herself. Congratulations once again. Okay, now, and I'd like to say bravo to Caitlyn. All right, now, your freezer is more powerful than you actually think. You can freeze vegetables, juice, steak, butter, spices, lobster, whole chickens, turkeys, muffins, and beef, pork, all for an entire 12 months. All for one whole year, okay? Also, baked breads and rolls, 2 to 3 months. Unbaked fruit pies, 2 to 4 months. Pancakes, 3 months. Cookie dough, 3 months. Pumpkin or pecan pies, 1 to 2 months. Hot dogs, 1 to 2 months. Your sausages, 1 to 2 months. Hamburger, 3 to 4 months. Cooked fish, 4 to 6 months. Lobster you can freeze for 1 year. Cooked shrimp, 2 to 3 months. Crab, 10 months. Also clams, mussels, scallops, 3 to 6 months. So you can even put milk in the freezer, 3 to 6 months. Juice for 1 year. But do not put glass bottles in your freezer because the liquid expands, so of course it would burst, the glass would burst, but if they're in containers. And also, let's talk about, it's Black Soul Music Month, where we are celebrating the music of our ancestors. And you know, I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Grew up with Motown, on Motown. We're always at the Motown studio. It was called Motown then. It was not called Hitsville until later on. On my way to school in the morning, I went to St. Agnes grade school. On my way to school, the Temptations would be sitting in the car waiting in front of Motown for Barry to open up, and we'd all surround their car and then just start screaming. My favorite was Eddie and Paul and David. And then my parents, when I got in high school, purchased one of the largest nightclubs, became co-owners of one of the largest nightclubs in Detroit, the 20 Grand. And so the 20 Grand was where all the Motown singers came and sang. And so I knew personally, ended up knowing the Four Tops really well. They used to come to our house all the time when I was a little girl. And my sister friends from the whole neighborhood would come and run and come with their autograph books to my house. I ended up knowing David Ruffin quite well. And Smokey Robinson, we'd see him all the time. He lived right on Outer Drive, and Marvin Gaye. So I'm a Motown girl. So everybody, I loved Diana Ross. I would see her all the time. She didn't have the best of attitudes, but she was fierce. She was fierce, baby. She was always sharp. You know, that's that Aries in her. She was sharp. And so I congratulate our songs. You know, we come from a heritage of some of the best songs ever. My shout out to Berry Gordy. His catalog is just unrelenting. The first record I ever owned, I was 7 years old. I got a record player for Christmas, and the first song was Heat Wave by Martha and the Vandellas. So I have lots of memories with our music. And our music is soulful, just like our food, just like how we are. We have a wonderful, enriched heritage. And be proud of it. Plus, music always makes you feel good or takes you back to a certain memory. That's the thing I always say about the kids nowadays. When they listen to records and things, they actually had, their vision was already put in their head by videos and things like that that come with the music. But in my day, it was a situation, a circumstance, a place, or a person that when that record came on, it reminded you of them. So, okay, just happy, black, soulful month of music. Also, I found my cousin, Miltonette, in Detroit, which is really like fabulous. I just decided to look up her name and found her, and I'm really happy about that. So I hope she and I get a chance to talk and connect about our childhood. I wish I could find Portia. She was, when I was in first grade, my St. Agnes went from first grade to 12th grade. So when my sister Jackie graduated from there, but it closed, the whole school closed when I graduated from 8th grade. So it was impossible. I didn't graduate from there, but my sister Jackie graduated from there, but I did go to the 8th grade there. And when I was in first grade, it was a girl named Portia. She was in the 12th grade. She was in my sister's class. And she would come outside on the playground and pick me up. And I always say, "Oh, you're so cute." And she had scratched me, picked me up. She had real long nails, and she had scratched me on my arm, and I actually still have the scar all these years on my arm. But I always thought about her. I thought she was so beautiful. And it would be really great if I could find Portia. I don't even know her last name, though. All right, so I hear that Hillary's population is decreasing. I don't personally plan on voting for Hillary unless something really drastically changed, where there's somebody else, somebody so bad and so competitive on the Republican side that I may have to vote for Hillary. I am a Democrat, but I'm not really happy with Hillary Clinton. You know, I'm a Libra. I'm very loyal. I stay true to those that I love and fiercely protective of those that I love. And Hillary said when she was in the primaries with the President Obama, when they were running in the primaries, I remember her quote saying that maybe he won't make it past the primaries because he could die like Bobby Kennedy did when he was running. And when she said that, you know, Bobby Kennedy was assassinated during the primaries and never made it. So when she said that, it just, I thought it was hitting below the belt, even though it's politics, and it's just stuck in my head, and I don't think I would vote for her. All right, Waka Flocka, he's, you know, he's a reality star on Love and Hip Hop, and also he is a rapper. Well, he actually, and his very famous mother, Deb, who is an Atlanta manager of many hip hop artists. Well, Waka Flocka said that he's running for president. Now, I know it's supposed to be a joke or whatever, but I have seen a lot of little advertising about him saying that he's really true. But now I'd vote for him because, for one, he said he'd make marijuana legal across the United States, and it doesn't necessarily mean because I'm happy about it, I mean that I need weed or anything like that, but for the people who need it, especially for medicinal purposes, I hear that it's very good for medicinal purposes. So he also had a poster, and the poster said, "Only cowards abuse animals. To dogs and cats, people are often the biggest bullies." So if you see animals being abused, please support them by calling the Humane Society in your area and reporting them, or the police if you have to, or the fire department. If you see neighbors neglecting dogs or cats, call your local Humane Society. And Waka Flocka, you know, he's a big dude, you know, very macho rapper, and I read that about him. He had my vote. All right, I think this is going to be a really long segment today, so I'm going to do a part 2 before YouTube tells me I can't produce this particular segment right here and I want to get it out. Okay, I'll be right back. I love you guys. Bye.